When your AC stops working, just call the experts at KS Services Heating and Air. They're fast and affordable. Right now, purchase any Bryant energy efficient system and save with 0% interest for 60 months with approved credit. It comes included with a 5-year labor warranty. And our fair price guarantee means that we will always give you 3 quotes for every situation. A good, better, and best. Call KS Services Heating and Air today. We roll on, whatever it takes.
It's the Weather Xtreme video. This is the afternoon edition for Wednesday, August 30th. I'm James Spann. Looks like a pretty active day statewide tomorrow, a chance of heavy rain and maybe a few isolated tornadoes. But after that, the Labor Day weekend looking pretty good. And the tropics are very active, which is to be expected as we are nearing the peak of the hurricane season, climatologically speaking. Let's check it out. There's the water vapor satellite view, troughing over the northeastern states, helping to pull Harvey in from the Gulf of Mexico. That was a radar at 2:22. This widespread rain, mainly at that point over north and east Alabama. Some folks are getting a break from the rain, but a lot more to go. Have occasional rain and thunderstorms tonight and tomorrow. Flash flood watches for much of Mississippi, southwest Alabama, Louisiana. And we note a tornado watch in effect for much of central and south Mississippi. That is in effect until 6 o'clock this evening. No part of Alabama involved in a tornado watch at this point. We have an enhanced risk of severe weather for the rest of today and tonight over parts of central and south Mississippi. Some of the cities involved there will be Jackson, Meridian, Laurel, Hattiesburg. The standard slight risk is into west Alabama, Greene, Sumter, Marengo, Choctaw counties down to Mobile, and a marginal risk as far east as Birmingham, Opelika, and Dothan. The core tornado threat for tonight more than likely will be a little southwest of here, but you've got to keep an eye on the radar. Now, tomorrow, we have the standard risk over about the northern third of the state. That's slight risk in yellow. This includes Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Anniston, Gadsden, points north. The marginal risk as far south as Jackson, Greenville, and Opelika. And we could see a few tornadoes in that zone tomorrow. We'll talk about the threat more in just a moment. Day 3, which is Friday, a marginal risk east of Alabama. And we get into a dry slot on Friday. Rain for the next 7 days. A lot, as you can see. Let's look at the graphic coming from WPC in relation to Harvey. The lighter green, that's 1 to 2 inches, much of North Alabama. The darker green, 2 to 4. The yellow, 4 to 6. And you can see one max down in the Florida Panhandle, another maximum near the core of Harvey through parts of western Tennessee and Kentucky. But some parts of North Alabama could see more than 2 inches in spots over the next 36 hours. Let's take a look at the big tropical picture, if you will. Harvey is in over southwest Louisiana. Irma has formed in the eastern Atlantic. Now let's look at a day 5 outlook, and we note the Hurricane Center guys have the southwestern Gulf in a region where possible development could happen there. And again, we'll talk about all of this. Let's take a look at Harvey. Beautiful GOES 16 visible satellite view. Absolutely love the detail, the resolution. This new satellite is stunning. Technically, it becomes operational this fall. But you can see the center is over southwest Louisiana. Weather's improved over Texas greatly. They are now in drier air with blue sky. The rain is tapered off in Beaumont and Port Arthur. They had just horrific flooding overnight this morning. The system will be coming up through North Mississippi, western Tennessee, winding up nearing Cincinnati Saturday morning. And with that passing west of the state, that's going to set the stage for the possibility of some heavy rain and a few isolated tornadoes across Alabama tomorrow. So we got to be on our toes. Here's our new storm. This is Irma. That thing looks good. Estimated winds at 50 miles per hour based on satellite estimates. Obviously, the hurricane hunters can't get in. This thing is almost still back at the Cape Verde Islands. Moving west at 13. Here's the official track from the Hurricane Center. They bring it up to hurricane status Friday. And what does this thing do? Goodness. Let's take a look at the output of the GFS. The GFS wants to bend it northward before reaching the Caribbean. And no members of the ensemble have it in the Caribbean. They've all got it moving northward. And, of course, from there you might have an East Coast United States strike, or it just recurves out to sea, bothering nobody, maybe Bermuda. But the European, and this is the OZ ensemble, don't have the 12Z set yet. The OZ ensemble is much lower in latitude. Some of the members do take it into the Caribbean. The bottom line is we just don't know. It's way, way too early. Just something to watch. It is a long way out there. Intensity guidance on Irma. Most models bring it up to a Category 1 hurricane. So we'll be watching. But let's walk you through the dailies here. This is the GFS, the 12Z run, valid tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. And this is about 18,000 feet off the ground where the pressure is 500 millibars. Troughing up in the northeastern states, Harvey moving northeast. The center tomorrow at midday should be over the Mississippi Delta south of Memphis. And for us, we'll see occasional rain and thunderstorms. The rain might be heavy at times. Not going to rain all day. In fact, the sun might break out at times. And here's the deal. This is the STP, the significant tornado parameter, a composite index, and the combination of shear and instability suggests we could see a few tornadoes. The STP max tomorrow is 3.7 in a few spots. And understand with these tropical tornadoes, often they are low-topped. They can be under the radar, literally. They can last for a very short amount of time, and they can be very, very hard to warn for. So everybody just needs to be weather aware tomorrow and just be aware of your circumstances and watch things carefully. Now, Friday, what's left of Harvey is moving up into Kentucky, and hey, we are dry slotted. Looks like the sky will be partly sunny on Friday, low 80s, and any showers very widely scattered. The news is good for high school football games Friday night. The chance of rain for the game is very, very small. Labor Day weekend begins on Saturday. Should be a beautiful day, mostly sunny, mid-80s. Sunday, mostly sunny, mid-80s. Monday, Labor Day, mostly sunny, mid to upper 80s. So there you go. After some very unsettled weather, the Labor Day weekend looks great for Alabama and the Gulf Coast. If you're going down to Gulf Shores, Panama City, Destin, Fort Walton Beach. Go to Tuesday of next week, and the GFS develops a tropical low just east of Brownsville in the Gulf of Mexico. And this is a week from today. Wow. Look at that trough. Very high amplitude, big ridge in the west, big trough in the east. And the GFS wants to bring a tropical system up toward Lake Charles. And before anybody panics over that, this is absolute voodoo. And the GFS does not have the track record of the Europeans, so let's look at the European. Instead of being near Lake Charles, it's got a tropical system that's southeast of Brownsville. So understand, we could see a tropical system in the Gulf next week. We have no idea if it develops or where it goes. We'll just have to wait and see. Let's jump out to the end of the forecast period, Saturday, September 9th. The Euro wants to drop the thing southward. It moves it due south down toward the Bay of Campeche, of all things, which is interesting. And while we got the European up here, let's take a look at the Irma. Again, this is Saturday, September 9th. If this were to verify, and this is just voodoo here, Irma would be approaching the Bahamas as what could be a powerful hurricane. And in that position, anything goes. It might shoot through the Florida Straits into the Gulf, might affect Florida or the east coast of the United States, or it could recurve out to sea. It's all a crapshoot at this point. Just for the fun of it, this is the GFS at the same time. This is September 9th, and it's got, again, what probably would be a powerful hurricane farther east, and it's on a recurving track. So we'll be watching for trends. We'll check the numbers. Hey, 90s? Nope. Highs 80s and 70s, lows in the 60s, and we'll probably see a morning or two with 50s along the way as we get into September, the beginning of meteorological fall. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this afternoon. We'll have notes in the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. If you can't catch us this evening on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.
AC broken? Just call KS Services Heating and Air. All Bryant energy-efficient systems come with a 5-year labor warranty, and our fair price guarantee means that we'll always give you 3 quotes for every situation. Just call KS Services Heating and Air today.